Welcome everyone to another reading. Today we're going to find out what it is you need to be reminded of or what you need to remember. Something about yourself that you may have forgotten or that you do need reminding of every now and then. So for this video you are actually going to use your intuition. We're not going to have any objects for you to choose from. The cards are all the same here, the backings. So what you are going to do is either you have already chosen your group by just clicking on the video, you already gravitated to a specific pile or piles. You can choose more than one. And if you're having trouble and your eyes just keep going from one to another because you don't know which one to choose, the best way to know what pile or group is for you is if you actually close your eyes. Take a deep, slow breath, exhale, and ask yourself, what do I need to be reminded of at this time in my life? Keep that question in your mind, feel the weight of the words, feel the question, the atmosphere of that question, the presence of it. Take another deep, slow breath, and when you exhale, slowly open your eyes and see where your eyes gravitate to the strongest. What pile keeps pulling at you? That will be your pile. If you cannot choose between two of them, your eyes keep shifting back and forth, it's possible that both of the piles are meant for you because there may be messages, parts of messages in one and parts of messages in the other that when combined is your message, okay? So the timestamps are down below in the description box, so whichever group you chose, just click on the timestamp for it and you'll be taken to your reading. So I hope you enjoy. And now let's get into your reading. Hello group 1. So let's see what you need to be reminded of. The Gunslinger. I will keep practicing until I master my craft. So it seems that this group consists of people that sometimes do find it a little hard to either stay focused on task or possibly have doubts or distractions. It's like some of you may be doing all kinds of things just to not do that thing that you need to do, right? So it could be because you do have self-doubts about it, maybe just you aren't used to the amount of work, or you would rather be having fun and not doing this thing, even though you may like it. Like you may actually be passionate about this, but just it requires a kind of focus from you that you feel you don't always have the motivation or inspiration for, right? But this is reminding you that practicing whatever that is, whatever that skill, talent, whatever that thing is that you are into, practicing it will help you master it, right? So the more you stick with it, the more you take time, the more you think about it and do it, that will lead you so much closer to mastering it, to finishing, to completing it, whatever it is, right? It could be a project, it can actually be a skill that you want to perfect or even learn. So it's time to truly sit down and start doing it. Because waiting for that perfect time, waiting for the perfect conditions or whatever it may be, it's only going to keep you procrastinating longer, and it will make you that much further away from the destination, from the mastering it, from completing it. You will have to just tell yourself to do it. That doesn't mean that you have to finish it all in one sitting, or that you have to sit like 2-3 hours at a time with it, right? Do as much as you can every single day. Even if it's 15 minutes, it doesn't matter. At least you're that much closer. Okay? And try to make it a habit where every day you set some time for this. And eventually, one day, if you actually skip it, you're going to feel like you're missing out. That's what happened to me when I was recently doing a project where before I would wait for the perfect conditions, wait until I get the inspiration, but I decided that I'm just wasting time, right? That's what I thought. I keep wasting time not doing this. So what I did was I sat myself down, I put on either music or a TV show or movie or some YouTube video, whatever it is, so that it plays on the side, and I worked on what I needed to do. And when I felt a little overwhelmed and I felt like maybe this isn't going right, I would save it and then put it away for tomorrow. And then tomorrow I would open it, see with fresh new eyes, and then I would either change something I didn't like or just continue, right? Because when you're staring at something for too long, you get so used to it that you aren't seeing it how it should be, right? So sometimes you do have to put it away, sleep on it, whatever you need to do, take a rest, and then get back into it. Okay? So remember, practicing will and doing this thing will get you a lot closer to the final result of what you want it to be. Okay, so the advice I'm picking up on here is that you do need to balance work and play, because doing too much of one will outweigh, I think is the word, the scale, right? And then one one part of your life or one aspect is going to struggle more than the other, and you're going to either, if let's say you're doing too much play, you're just going to lack responsibility and what you could be doing, right? Your purpose. And if you're doing too much work and not enough relaxing and playing, then you're going to burn yourself, right? You're going to burn yourself on both ends, and you're going to get overwhelmed and stressed out. So you do need to practice the balancing of both, to do a little of everything within each day, because that is then going to give you the rewards that you deserve, right? And it's going to shift the wheel and give you more satisfaction in life than what you would have been getting if you weren't practicing this skill or trying to finish this project, and if you weren't balancing everything. Life then would be a lot more mundane or stressful, right? But if you're doing a little of everything every day, then you're satisfied in all aspects and areas of your life, right? So you're getting your work done, you're practicing, you're relaxing, maybe you're going to see a movie or hang out with friends, and then you're going to maybe plan out what else you need to do for the upcoming days. So each day will end up looking like it's more fulfilling, right? You're being more satisfied, because then nothing is being ignored or rejected or put away for some time. You're doing everything in your day. So group 1, keep practicing, keep doing the work. Okay, sit yourself down. Don't wait for the moment, but create it. Create the atmosphere you want. Maybe if you're overwhelmed, maybe do some cleaning and create that ambiance that you want in your room or your study or your living room, wherever you're working from, wherever you're practicing from, right? Create that environment that feeds your will to want to do this. So that is all I have for you for today. Remember that I do personal readings, and I have also changed my memberships. I made it a lot more simpler for myself. So if you are interested, all the links are down below. You can check them out, and I will see you next time. Hello, Group 2. Welcome to your reading. So what do you need to be reminded of? You got the smuggler. I will create my own opportunities in life. Okay, so this is someone that maybe you have forgotten that you are in control of your own life, that you are the creator of your own world, and you sort of have put all that control into everyone else's hands, where you're waiting on everyone else to know what it is you want, where they need to somehow read your mind, or maybe you're waiting for some perfect opportunity to come up, but it's like you're the one that needs to go for it, right? It's almost like hoping to win the lottery but never buying a ticket, like it'll never happen. So your best chance of getting opportunity, of setting things into motion, is by you going out there and creating that opportunity, right? Doing the right things in order to put yourself closer to the opportunity you want. So whether that is taking courses that teach you valuable skills in the area of type of job you want, right? Even if, let's say you already went to school for this, but you actually want further education, so you're taking courses, whether they're online or in person, or even assisting someone. It could be like doing free work, but you're basically learning and doing the hands-on work by assisting someone else who is, let's say, a professional at this thing, right? And some of you may think, but why should I work for free? Yeah, but you're basically getting free experience. And that's what most people want when they're hiring you, right? Experience. So the more experience you get, the better it is for you. So sometimes you need to sacrifice the money or whatever. And of course, I'm not saying not having a job and just working for free. I'm saying while you have some mundane whatever job on the side, you can assist someone for free, just to gain that experience, to gain the exposure of seeing what this type of life looks like, what this type of work would be like on a daily or weekly basis or whatever it is. That way you get the experience, and then you can slowly start to look for opportunities and jobs that, even if you don't have all the requirements that they want, still apply for them. I heard someone say that the requirements is only a wish list. It's not that, people will be rejected if they don't have these requirements. Sometimes they actually hire you even if you don't have all the requirements that they're asking for, because you could still learn through the job. You can still, take courses to learn these things that they require. So those are just wish lists. So apply even if you don't have the requirements that they're looking for. Okay? Let's see what else the cards tell you. So what else you need to be reminded of regarding this opportunity is to keep an eye out. I think there's this Google option that you can have, you can get emails every time some article or something pops up regarding themes or topics that you're interested in. I don't know if they have this. I remember I used this years ago. But keep an eye out on opportunities. Follow pages, creators, people, whatever it is, of the type of jobs or opportunities that you're looking for. Even things you are really interested in. Even if they are shops or conventions or anything like that. That way, if they ever post a listing about maybe hiring or whatever, you'll be the first one to see it, right? Because you subscribe to their newsletters, um, you're watching them on every platform that you have, right? That way that anytime they post something that could be an opportunity for you, you'll see it right away and you won't have to be, Googling for it. It'll just come up on your feed or your email, okay? So keep an eye out, be on the lookout, okay? Truly participate in the world instead of just sitting around and waiting for opportunities to come to you. Okay, you have to be the one to actually go out there and get those opportunities. I feel like the only thing that could be stopping you with this devil card is your own mind. Either this is self-doubts or maybe thoughts of not being good enough um, or why should they hire you or but why not, right? It's you don't see yourself as others see you. You'd be surprised if others were to tell you how they see you, because that is nothing like how you see yourself. So we are always our own worst critics. We always think less of ourselves, whether it's due to our experiences or how others treat us or whatever it is, but we shouldn't judge ourselves based on that, because we are not those things. Other people don't know our inner world or the things we've experienced. They only know from what they see on the outside, how you present yourself, what you look like, how you behave, what they see from you when they are in the same room as you, right? Those are the only things they know, and they base their judgments on that. And sometimes it's not even a real judgment, because sometimes they look at you through their own flaws or judgments or things like that, right? So, for example, I have had so many experiences where I would write something calmly, either a question or a statement, and people would start attacking me, saying how I'm angry and hateful, and I was always confused. How is it possible that everyone is taking my words always as angry? And then I realized they weren't reading my words from my perspective, they were reading it from theirs. So they are the ones who are filled with anger. And that's how they read my words, in an angry tone, when I was actually just calm, So don't try to base yourself, your worth, through other people's eyes or even through your own eyes. Because even you may have an illusion or delusion of who you truly are. Okay? So take the opportunities. Don't let fear hold you back. With this King of Cups, the advice I also got is stay committed to the things that truly make you feel alive, that make you feel that you are filled with purpose, with passion, okay? Something that makes your soul feel something. Stick to that commitment, okay? And go after it. You need to stand your ground. You need to have power over your mind. Okay, you need to be the one in the control. Don't allow yourself to be stuck in that cage, because that's not where you deserve to be. Okay, so again, remember this affirmation. I will create my own opportunities in life. Okay, so group 2, that is all I have for you. Remember that I do personal readings. I have also changed my memberships. I made it a lot simpler for myself. So if you're interested in any of that, you can check it out in the links down below. And I will see you next time. Hello group 3, and welcome to your reading. So what do you need to be reminded of? You have the rancher. I will nurture others and watch them grow. Okay, so this could be that some of you might be pregnant at the moment, or already are and are about to give birth. It could also mean, if this isn't about pregnancy, it could also mean I'm hearing fostering your own gifts and skills. This could mean nurturing others, like the people in your own life, whether it's family, friends, even co-workers, right? If you're seeing that someone is having a tough time, maybe spend some time with them and try to make them feel better, even if you don't understand what they're going through, because not everyone has empathy and they can feel that. But just comfort them in the best way you know how. Maybe just listen to what they have to say, or I don't know, give them like one of those comfort baskets, right? Buy them stuff that would give someone comfort, like maybe a blanket, a mug, some coffee. You can put in there like a good snack to eat, a good movie. Just make them a basket just so they know someone is thinking about them, right? That they know that someone really has their back, okay? Maybe even help them move if they're going through something, or if you're noticing that they are isolating themselves, take them out for, a coffee or tea, because sometimes when people isolate themselves, you don't know what kind of mental state they're in, and they could be spiraling, the thoughts could be getting darker, and you want to pull them out of that. And the best way to do that is to take them out. Even if they say that, they're not feeling like they want to be out during that time or whatever, if you know that they've been isolating themselves for a while, you need to take them out. Because that could be the difference between saving them and losing them forever. Okay, you don't know what someone is going through in their mind. So, and if they don't want to actually go out, then bring some close friends, or if it's just you, and I don't know, get takeout or pizza or something, and go over to their house and watch a movie with them, talk, laugh, anything, just to sort of get them out of that state. Okay, so you are being reminded here to be more nurturing. Maybe you have become more distant and cold towards others, right? Because you're more independent. But you might have that like mama bear type of energy, where people feel like they really admire and appreciate your type of comfort and nurturing. Okay, and maybe this is also a sign to be more nurturing towards yourself. Maybe you've been putting yourself down a lot and not taking care of yourself and not grooming yourself, right? So maybe it's time to nurture yourself a little bit. Okay? Okay. So, what you need to be reminded of is the fact that you are someone's world. You are your own world, okay? You seem to be, possibly have that inner motherly instinct to be like a mother of the world, like Mother Nature is to all her, species, to all everything that she has created. Maybe that's what you are like to the people around you. Okay, you need to be reminded to spend more time with people that you feel close to or that you should be more close to. Maybe you distance yourself from others for whatever reason, maybe it's work or kids or whatever, but maybe it's time to reconnect. It's like with the emperor, you seem to be an authority type of figure. You seem to have a lot of responsibilities, but the thing is, you're strong enough to handle all of it. And I think that also other people see you as the emperor. They see you as someone that knows how to accomplish things, that knows how to, it's like you have that sort of vibe, like your life is put together. Even if for you it may not be so, but that's how others see you. It's like they see you as this strong, capable person that is able to do so much, that is independent and responsible and loyal and trustworthy. It's like you have this emperor type of energy, and that's why maybe they do like to be around you. Okay, so your message here, I'll read it again for you. Your affirmation is, I will nurture others and watch them grow. So it's not just about nurturing, it's about helping people grow, right? Maybe helping them identify their own talent, their own skills. It's wanting to see them accomplish their dreams, um, wanting to see them learn more and gain more, right? So not just grow as in like you're seeing a child grow, but maybe even grow as in like in their work environment or as a person, right? It's like instead of seeing someone always down in the dumps, you want to see them be confident, right? So perhaps you have the ability, you have that skill to help people become more than they actually are, or at least what they feel they are. So you're a very special person. You have the ability to change those around you and help them discover their full potential in whatever type of area of their life, whether it's as a parent, as a human being, as a co-worker, employee, um, a parent, anything. Maybe that is your purpose in this life, to help as much people as possible. And of course, not to put yourself last, right? But take the time on yourself as well. Because when you feel good and in a good state, then you're able to help others. You can't help others if you're lacking, right? So, of course, put yourself first, make sure you're good, but then help others out as well. And there is no competition in this world with other people, even if we want the same jobs. It doesn't mean that we want the same end goal. Okay, so help everyone you can become better, be better in every area that you possibly can. And that will ripple out. When everyone gets to be in their full potential, they become happier, they become better people, and then they share that. So it starts with you, it ripples out to them, and then just like Wi-Fi, right? It's as if you're that one signal, and then you help others become a signal of their own. And then they radiate out and they help others, right? And then you have a whole world that is full of people that want to help others, that want to achieve better things, that actually get jobs that they want and love, and not just for the sake of money, because then you have people that hate their job, that don't do the job well, right? But if you have people that actually work in jobs that they love doing, then that work environment becomes amazing. The customer service becomes amazing. The shopping experience becomes amazing. And it just ripples out, right? Everything is a chain reaction. One drop can create a giant ripple. So be that drop in an ocean and help others as well. Okay, so group 3, that is all I have for you for today. Remember that I do personal readings, and I've also changed my memberships to make it easier on myself. They're a lot cheaper now as well, so if you're interested in any of that, all the links are down below, and I will see you next time.